As you can see, we're at Ducketts Grove down in County Carlow. This is our return investigation. It's been 2 years too long. The last time we were down here, we had some very strange phenomena, from the gate closing to Francis Brady come through on the Franks box, to Jared hearing like it sounded like children down below, and also a voice that said help. And also myself and Anne, we were down in the lower levels of the castle, and we had picked up it sounded like a dragon sound. So this castle was built back in 1830 by William Duckett. It's one of the most spectacular castles that we've ever investigated, and we're so excited about this evening's investigation. We've got a couple of guests down with us this evening, so everyone is very, very excited. We've got the keys for this evening. We're going lockdown, and we're not going to see the caretaker to 9 o'clock the next morning. With me today, we do have the caretaker of Ducketts Grove, Jimmy Doyle. Jimmy, you've been working here for quite a few years, and you were telling us earlier on about a personal experience that you had yourself in the castle.
Yeah, I'm here, it's probably 8 to 9 years now, and I suppose the most frightening experience I've had was when one evening coming in here, it was a dark summer's evening, maybe 8, 9, 10 o'clock, somewhere around there, and just as I was coming through, I was roughly standing up in this position, and I seen the vision of what looked like to be a silhouette of an old woman reading a book with a bonnet and a long black cape or dress on her, just slowly walking down to the corner of the wall and disappearing out then into the second garden, which is just below.
And what you have just said about you seeing a possible apparition of a woman or a shadow walk through that wall, myself and a friend of mine, we were actually in this very spot, and I seen exactly the same thing. Now unfortunately we weren't recording at the time, so we put that down as a personal experience. But it's good credibility. One, you have seen it.
I have seen
Two,
it. Yeah.
I have seen it. 3, the cameraman was with me on the night. He's seen it.
Yes.
And also, I believe there was another paranormal team that was down here before that caught an image of, it looked like a woman on a thermal imaging camera. And there were 7 or 8 people that actually had said that definitely there was nobody in that area at the time when this operation was caught on the thermal imaging. So that alone is fascinating.
Absolutely, because when any work goes on here, we have another exit point into the second garden, which at all times is locked, so the only entry or exit into these 2 gardens then will be through this door. So once the door is covered, there's absolutely no other way of coming and going into the garden, you know. So.
Okay, so in your opinion, would you say that do you believe that Ducketts Grove is haunted?
150%.
Well, there you go, folks.
50%.
That's what we like to hear.
Now, this room here.
This was actually the old kitchen where all the cooking was done for the dimension the people lived here, the Ducketts. But with the previous investigators that were here before, she was a medium, and I brought her into this room. I didn't tell her where I was bringing her, I didn't tell her what the room was, but she was following close behind. But the minute she came in, she stopped, and she just thought for a second, and she says, okay, I need to get out, just get me out of this area, this is not a nice area to be in. And when she was questioned why, she said there's a very, very bad entity in here, she says, and I do not want to be in his presence. So straight away I had to take her out.
Well, I mean, the minute you walk into this room, I mean, you can feel it here.
Yeah.
The last investigation that we had done here, there's a room just up here to the right hand side.
Yeah, the wine cellar.
The wine cellar,
yes.
right? And I had been doing a lone vigil in there, and we actually have this recorded on EVP,
right,
where we had caught a woman's voice.
Yes.
Help.
Okay.
Now, what I can say is that when it gets dark here, the atmosphere here
changes
completely. Changes.
Dramatically. A woman and husband was just outside here one day, a warm, very, very warm summer's day, just outside on the grass, and the child was playing football, wanted to sit down for a rest. They sat her down here on the outside of the windows, and the parents just went about their business, and then they went over to the child, and the child was absolutely freezing cold.
Yeah.
Freezing cold. So they got a bit worried about it, felt a bit nauseous in that. And when the mother asked the child, how was it feeling, were you okay? She says, I don't like to hear voices coming from in there, wailing, screaming voices. And she says, who's all the people inside, man?
Yeah.
So the mother then replied, there's no one inside, but she could hear voices coming out, crying, wailing voices coming from this area.
Yeah.
Obviously there's no one else in the building, but you know what I say, kids never lie, so they got a bit worried about it. So I think they took it to the doctor that evening before the child actually came back right, but they reckon it was maybe a feeling or an entity is actually taking control of the child, making it feel the way it's feeling, you know?
Well, they do say, and the theory is that children being so innocent,
that's it,
right, that they're open to all of the elements.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yes.
They don't have you know, the worries and stresses and whatnot that we would have.
Absolutely.
So they're constantly
open to everything.
Open to everything, you know.
Yeah,
yeah. But as I say, you know, the atmosphere in here just
it just changes once you come from
completely.
the minute you walk in, like me, I can feel the hair standing in the back of my neck now.
Yeah.
Once I passed the door into the kitchen, so whatever went on, I solely believe whatever went on, it wasn't nice.
Yeah.
Now this room was known as the wine cellar. Again, that the family lived here again. The last medium we had here, she picked up something of value that was buried in the room, and when she was asked what she meant, of course, the first thing everyone said was money or gold, and she said no. She says paper. She pointed to this bottom corner, and she said there's something of value to do with the manse has been buried here to hide from prying eyes many years ago, and now the spirits wanted found to be revealed, whatever it was.
Right.
A few moments later, then she located just in this area here that was blood spilled back then for some reason. She can't say why, but just in this exact area here there was blood spilled, and it was human blood.
So she didn't know, or she didn't know how it happened.
She didn't know how or why, but
So there's a possibility there could have been a murder here?
some sort of a confrontation would lead to a murder, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Well, so this part of the castle, it seems to be very active.
This definitely, yeah. This room, the kitchen that we've been in,
Yeah.
the tower not so much.
Okay.
But a few different, again, meetings have picked up at separate locations, different things, but the most activity would be here. And then Frances Brady, the lady that lived here for a while, had the horse riding school,
Yeah.
her bedroom,
Her bedroom.
and again the gardens,
The
would be
gardens.
the most active areas, yeah.
Okay, well those are going to be the 4 hours that we're going to be concentrating on tonight. It's fantastic history.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Really excited.
Absolutely. So.
Okay, well thank you very much.
You're more than
And
welcome.
if we survive the morning when you come back, we can tell you all what happened.
Great, hopefully, we're looking forward to it.
This is the area, Karen, we had your experience the last time we were down here.
Another investigator and I were walking down here, and we got to the end of that corner there, and from there you could see the gate across the way, and the other investigator was a wee bit sort of uneasy, saying she felt uneasy, and I was saying to her, right, well the files, I was like, okay. So we've gone down that corner. Next minute we've seen this really tall, maybe 7 foot plus big black figure, like with a cloak and a hat, stand where the gate was. Now obviously anybody would be a wee bit spooked because we weren't expecting anybody to stand there. It looked very menacing.
What happened then?
So we turned on our heels, and I says to the investigator, please don't run, walk quick, get back here, don't run in case we trip. I says to the investigator not to run, so walk quickly down here, and we just got to here where the gate was. We went through this open gateway. Now the door was wide open, and we made our way down the court, and whenever we were halfway down the court, inside down there, lovely still night. Today is quite windy. The night when we did that, it was very still, not a breeze in the place, and that whole door slammed really loud behind us, and actually the latch on the other side was pushed across, so we can't get back in. We got the feeling that he chased us down, chased us out of the grounds.
The door was shut, but the door was shut on us.
And we just got in there, and as if to say, don't come back.
Your first real investigation?
Yes,
Are you excited?
yes. Bring it on.
Bring it on. And
Looking
what do you
forward
think of the place?
Amazing. Brilliant. Stunning. Overwhelming. Really, really good. Can't wait to get in. So hopefully something happened tonight.
I'd like to introduce you here to Saoirse Campbell. Saoirse, what's your feelings on the place up to now?
It's a very beautiful place. It's amazing. The atmosphere is quite calm and
Yeah.
I can't wait to get to see what happens tonight.
Well, I know personally myself from previous investigations here with Researchers Ireland that we had a lot of, unexplainable experiences here. So at some point this evening, we split up into teams. Are you looking forward to investigating some of these rooms here?
Definitely. I'm very excited and I hope now we get a good bit of activity.
It's immense. It's crazy looking. It looks like it's going to be a lot of activity. Can't even believe I'm here for a start of it. So closest I get to this is watching it on TV, basically, and it's an honour and really exciting to be in the midst of it and be a part of it and be investigating here.
Just as I was standing down at the bottom there, just as across there, I looked up here, and the first vision I got was a monk walking down with like incense. So good, like carrying insects.
So anyway, Gary, what's the plan for this evening?
I think the plan of this evening, Jared, is that we should maybe concentrate on the areas that we had investigated before here. The 4 areas would probably be the wall garden, if you're happy enough with that,
Okay.
where the operation had been seen
Yeah.
by the caretaker and also ourselves. Also the Bridget Francis Brady room. We could do the Frank's box session in there, the white noise experiment, where the last time we were here, it seemed that we had picked her name up come through on the white noise. Also down in the cellar, and also in the kitchen where you had picked up, it sounded like children.
Right.
And also the caretaker early on this evening during the interview had said about a medium had picked up on blood lying on the floor.
Right.
And you had picked up a disembodied voice, or an EVP was it, of help?
It's the EVP. Well, it was actually what had happened was the camera was rolling and I'd heard it. So
It's disembodied,
Yeah,
so you had
disembodied,
heard
yeah.
it. So is there a possibility that the help was a residual sound of a spirit coming through telling you it needed help?
yeah, it could well be. Yeah.
Who's whispered?
No.
I heard a whisper.
Like
I was.
Yeah.
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 It's like
Did
whispering.
nobody whisper?
No.
I heard that.
That was a woman's.
We all heard that. Are we all in agreement?
Deirdre,
We all
you
heard
didn't
that.
whisper, did you?
Did it? Nobody whisper there? No. Okay. Hopefully we've caught that.
Can we send the senator right now, please?
Who's whispered? I heard a whisper. I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did nobody whisper?
No.
I heard that.
That was a woman's.
Can we send the senator round, please? And can we ask for the spirit of Mrs. Brady? Ask for the spirit of Mrs. Brady. If you're in this room, can you come through to us, please? Come into this circle. Let us know you're here.
Did you hear that?
Like a click, click, click.
I shovel the feet there.
That's like the stairs. That's like the steps.
Some of them stairs there.
Keep going.
Mrs. Brady, if you're in this room, come forward to us. We're here with love. We're here with respect. We have only come here to meet you. Please let yourself known to us by touching one of us, walking around us in this circle.
See if she's from pods there.
The spirit that walks this building, can you please let us know you're
Did
here?
you hear that?
What
No.
was that?
Do you see the steel door at the bottom of the stairs? It was locked.
Uh-huh.
Fine.
So let the banging again.
You sure it
wasn't the one coming in though?
Is it?
Yeah.
Did anybody else hear it bang?
Yes. I just
Twice well.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Jared,
Are they
join
locked?
the
Are they
circle
locked?
up. Let's go.
Guys, were they locked?
There's
Yeah.
it again. It's like somebody banging the door.
Now watch this pod here.
You hear that?
I did hear
You
that.
heard that?
Yes, I did.
Right?
That was the bang bang.
Bang, bang.
Well, now let's see. But it almost sounded like,
There's the REM pod going off again up there.
it sounded like,
Yeah, it was like that there. I'll tell you what I heard, guy.
I heard it coming. Yeah, coming down the stair. Right, let's stand for a minute and see does it do it. It's not doing it now.
And that's fair. I mean, look, just put the camera on the tent there, so everybody can see there the strength of the wind.
Yeah.
Let's stand for a minute or two again.
The famous black door.
Yeah.
What's setting off the REM pods? And we've got
I
two
don't know
REM.
what's setting up.
We've got two REM pods.
We've tried both REM pods, right? And we've
Thinking it was
tried
the batteries were low,
yeah,
but-
thinking it, right. So we've one out on the stairwell now.
Yeah.
Right, where there's no electric there whatsoever. There's nothing there whatsoever to interfere with it, and it's been going
It's
off.
going off as well.
Yeah.
Thinking maybe one was faulty and the other wasn't.
Yeah.
But they're both going off.
Yeah.
Okay. Was a RAM pod going off? Was it, aye?
Which one was it? This one here? or the other one?
Yeah, the one inside there.
This one?
Yeah.
And this one wasn't going off? And yet that one was going off earlier?
There's no electric out there whatsoever.
No, there's no electric and we've all switched our phones off. Tell you, it's getting spooky out there. Let the spookiness begin.
Someone touched my back or an item of clothing of mine stuck on my jacket and it moved, but there was like...
Somebody touched
yeah,
you?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And on the back.
This is a circle of friendships and you need not be worried. Come forward, come from the shadows and move to the circle. If there's anyone present, can you make yourself known to us, please? Could you go close to one of the devices in the room? Or make a noise for us?
Got it. Got it going off.
Thank you very much.
That's brilliant.
Thank you so much for that. We know that took a lot out of you to try and communicate with us in this way. As I said, we mean you no harm. This is a circle of friends. And again, go close to one of the devices and let us know. You see that? The whistle? No, that's not the wind, that's a whistle. That's a...
I think we caught that here before.
Did you?
Yep, whistling.
If there's any spirits with here at all, would like to come and communicate with us, even touch one of us, or set one of the devices off, we'd really appreciate it.
It must be the wind, but isn't it funny? It's almost like it's almost like command. Dum dum.
Yeah, that's twice.
What are you saying? It's almost like...
It's almost like doing it in command.
Yeah.
You know, if it was a wind, it would be doing it all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's control to the questions. If that's you affecting the guys in the circle, and we're come here in total friendship, total belief of your existence, we're here this evening. We've came a long way to communicate with you and all the other spirits within this castle. I'm calling out for you all to come forward this evening and to communicate with each individual within this room.
Well, that just shows you, that just goes to show, Gary, that it isn't battery.
No.
I mean, I just want to test something here, Gary. Right, so that's working perfectly.
It's working perfectly, yeah. Okay, so myself and Shalene, we're up in the Bridget Francis Brady room. Again, hopefully with the camera has picked up, it sounded like a woman going, So how did you feel about that? A bit freaky?
It was a bit freaky because literally as soon as you walked up, 4 stairs, and I was on the second, and that was it.
It's like somebody didn't want us to come in here. Right, so what we're going to do here, a lot of you guys know at home what this is. It's a Frank's box. The famous Frank Sumption designed this box about 10 plus years ago. We've been using it for about 7 years and we've had some amazing results. Sometimes we'll use it with a group of people, maybe 8 or 9 people, but we're just going to do it myself and Shalene to see is there any difference in experimentation by using this. We've got the shadow detection device pointing towards the door. We've got the RAM pod out up beyond the door, sitting on the floor, so if anything walks past that, it will trigger off the alarm. We've also got a RAM pod here sitting on the table, and as what Jared said earlier, we also have the London meter sitting over in the fireplace with a K2 built-in and also a static detection device. So we're going to ask a question and hopefully we'll get an intelligent response to the question through this Frank's box. Okay. What is your name? Say blood.
but much more.
What's more?
Death.
Death, devil, death. What's more?
Okay, cheating that crap. Was that you, not you? No. That's why I put my coat and iron up. If that was you, can you do that again for me? Really, really love you to be able to do that again for us.
Sean?
Do you see that?
No.
Something just... Seriously, have you got the camera on that? Look.
It...
Do you see that?
Yes. What the frick?
Gary. Gary.
Sure, it just came through in the Frank's box. It just came through in the Frank's box. Devil and death. Be careful.
Now if you look, it has ripped it off on both sides. It's been ripped completely off my neck. Can you see that? Here's the two straps. It's been ripped from my neck.
Hello?
Gary.
Go.
Gary, the camera's just been ripped off my neck.
What?
You heard me. The camera has just been ripped off my neck.
I heard it hit the ground.
Coming out, we're coming out.
Come on down to the garden.
Right, we're coming out.
I heard it hit the ground.
Did you hear that? And I got the yank. It was ripped clean off my neck.
George has been on the walkie-talkie. The camera has been ripped off his neck, so we're going to grab this camera. We're going to go out because there's a more powerful IR light on this camera.
I felt the tug of that, right? And it was a yank.
Just before you said, I know it came through in the Frank's box. Devil and death.
Devil and death.
But you
And
know
then
how
you
much
got on the
more?
walkie-talkie, just in the timing of it. What?
It did much more. It's a fella's voice, much more.
Much
Did you not
more?
hear that? Much more.
I
As soon as you
don't
turn on devil,
Did
it
it?
went much more. It'll be on your camera.
Much more what?
It just said much more. It was a male voice and said much more.
I tell you what, Gary, it took some strength to pull that off.
Well, yeah, you've had that camera for quite a while now,
Yeah.
and that just doesn't do that.
No.
Well,
I would
you're not going
understand.
to physically pull off an expensive camera around your neck.
Do you know, Gary, I would understand, right? If maybe a strap came loose or something.
Yeah,
Right, okay,
yeah.
one strap's going to come loose, but both straps to
Both
come loose at the
At the
one
same time, yeah.
Right?
I
And the
can
camera
understand.
to fall to the ground.
Yeah,
Right?
so
I
something has
felt-
physically pulled it off.
I felt the yank.
Yank.
Gary,
I might
as
be-
long as we've been investigating, right? I don't
It's
think
never-
either of us have ever had anything
Physically
remotely
ripped off your
physically
neck.
ripped off you.
That is some personal experience.
Huh?
That's some personal experience.
No, that wasn't come out. That there was sitting out.
Right out.
It was sitting out.
It wasn't out earlier when
It
we
wasn't
passed
out
it.
earlier. If it was
No,
out,
we're the last ones out of there. We just left it.
Honestly,
Like,
instead of it being like that, it was literally sitting like that.
sitting out. It was out.
I'm not, I swear to Christ,
You're
honestly,
lying.
I'm
the both of us have just
Seen
fixed it.
it. I just fixed it. It kind of sit at an angle like that
but it
there.
was slightly bent early on, wasn't it?
No, but this is actually bent right over.
This was like that. I was sitting out.
Right over
No, well, we were the last ones out, and it was sitting upright.
Well, it was bent right over.
No, this had come out.
Come on, Mrs. Where are you? Please. We need to have a look at you. Come on. Let us see your nice dress.
Right, I'm going to walk down here, Garden. Is that alright?
Here we go.
I'll keep the walkie-talkie.
I'm not looking back.
Like bolt now. Now make sure you bolt. Don't just dilly-dally after me, bolt. Don't go, KD, we're
I can hear
coming.
you scream, we're way out.
Oh, great, thanks.
If you hear any noise, it's only us fell asleep in the chair.
Oh, right, okay, no problem. I'll tell her to come down and wake you up.
Watch that fixed
Did you bring that sickness?
Yeah.
No. I didn't move. I didn't move. I just went home.
You've just got our seat moved.
She's just...
What?
Is he still there?
Yep, we're still.
I thought you were sitting there.
Watch your feet, lift the kids into the trip. Our seat was bumped.
Really? I asked it to do something to you. It's down
Oh,
there.
really?
Yeah.
Are
Well, the second was bumped. Good. Good.
Something
I said to whatever, I was in the middle of the garden, I went round to the then, but I said, if you don't want to communicate with me or do anything with me, go down to the two ladies down there and do something. I walked on down and sat at the bottom, and there was footsteps going across me. So then I came back up and to find out that Anne and Karen both heard a thud on the chair. So they did. We heard the clanging. There was like a metal being hit off metal.
Okay, that's locked.
Oh yeah.
So who's locked it? That's been locked on the other side. The voice that came through early on, it said devil and death, and it said much more. Can I ask you please, what exactly did you mean by that? Celine?
I was like silly.
Did you? Oh,
No.
something just touched my head.
Did it?
I swear to God, something has just physically touched my head. Something has just...
That's me.
Something has just touched my head. I swear I've never felt that before.
That's a bit weird. You said my name, and as soon as you said that, I was your head.
It said Celine. I swear to God, that's clear as day. It said Celine, and something did touch my hair.
It feels like someone's touching my back.
Like, shit. If that was you touching my head and the voice that said Celine, what is your name? Okay, that's it. It said the devil. As clear as day.
The devil.
The devil.
And there's a lot of activity on the stairs. Look, Eason's, look.
Ah, come on!
Eason's, look at this.
Come on!
Right, Gary, has that happened again? Has that happened the second time?
Yes!
And this camera's been running the whole time? But this camera's been running the whole time.
Are you recording?
It's recording, yes.
Right, let's go around the other side. Come on, let's go around. No, recording.
Get it recorded.
Get that.
There's the latch across again.
You getting that?
Yeah.
That's
locked
why.
from the outside.
That's why we couldn't open that gate.
Push her back. Right. That's on camera.
You have to physically.
Yeah.
That's a heavy metal lock. Basically, what happened was Karen and I, before Karen and I came through the gate, we went open the gate on this side. The gate apparently that had closed before. The gate was locked. Karen and Anne came through the gate. I had said to Karen and Anne, did you have to unlatch the gate to get through? She says no, but we couldn't get through the gate. So before they came to the gate, something must have moved the latch over to let them through the gate. We came out again about 5 minutes after to open the gate again. The gate was locked, therefore we bumped into Jared. I had to come round and get Jared and Saoirse to come round with us all the way around, and you've just filmed the lock.
Right, okay.
Oh my God! What's just happened? Here.
What happened?
That's just been literally ripped out of my pocket. That there is hooked into my pocket, and the earpiece out of my ear.
Seriously?
Seriously.
I
Like
tell you
that,
what.
there's a hook on that. You can see that. That was hooked right into my pocket, into my jeans pocket.
That's me
This
tonight.
is on the way up.
Yeah, well, that's me tonight and you tonight.
Yeah.
Just gonna let this run. Sometimes you get great evidence when you're not expecting it. So just me, do you want to get out of here quicker than...
Yeah, as soon as I came back from that way, it's sort of like, I
Yeah.
have to leave.
Look at that. That's freaky. Imagine seeing a big dark entity coming towards you.
Well, it's just a step.
You alright?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh God, I read enough. I'll put the light on.
Riley!
Okay, guys, whenever you're ready. Sorry.
I can see.
It's
coming.
It's coming.
What's coming? Her.
Who's her? Can you give us a name? Tell us her name, please. Bridget?
Yes.
Bridget, yeah.
Yes. Me too.
Really?
Really?
No way.
That did say Brady.
That was two.
That definitely said Brady.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Oh my goodness.
That is crazy.
Bridget, if you're here with us, Bridget Brady, if you're here with us, can you call out your name again, or can you call out the name of one person in this circle? My name's Jared.
My name's Karen. My name's Shalene.
My name's Saoirse.
My name's Anne.
My name's Steve.
And my name's Gary.
Could you call out one of our names, please?
If I said Deirdre. If there's a message that you want to tell us before we go, now is your chance. What is it you want to tell us?
Leave now.
If we don't leave, what is going to happen? Oh, child's voice, you heard that? The child that came through. What did you just say there?
Children.
If that was you making that noise, can you make it again, please? Make it loud. Do you know Deirdre? Do you like Deirdre? Take it as a yes. That's freaky.
Is there anybody here that you dislike?
Now everybody's here is accounted for.
Mm-hmm.
That did sound like dum, dum, dum,
Yeah.
like an angry thump, thump, thump.
Well, it's the fact that we're not hearing it only when we're around this area.
See, if it was a wind, I'd be doing it all the time.
And that's when we're down there and we're walking around, it's not coming, it's not happening.
It's not happening when we're downstairs or anything.
And even when we walk around the perimeter, if it was doing the wind, when we walk around here, we'll hear it. And none
Yeah.
of it has been heard.
I'm going to say goodbye. Can we hear you say goodbye back to us? Say goodbye.
Oh, we heard that.
That's it, fuck off.
Yeah, that did.
That was so clear. That was so clear.
Just because somebody bad.
That-
No need to be nasty
No.
now. We're not being nasty with you.
You heard that,
I heard that
Shanice
too,
Karen?
yeah.
Anybody else hear that? Sit.
Fuck off.
Down in the wall gardens, when that was ripped off my neck, I've never experienced anything like that in my life. Really, and it was very forceful. I've never experienced anything like that in my life.
I would say I'd be in that best room the start of the night when we heard the woman's voice. And we heard footsteps in the REM pod going off.
The first bit was when we were talking to the spirit box and we got the name Davin. It said much more and then touched you in the head.
It has to be something similar to what happened to Jared on the way up into Bridget Francis Brady's room. Just halfway up the stairs, my walkie-talkie had been ripped out of my pocket and the earpiece out of my ear.
We were in the walled garden and I was walking down by myself and I asked the spirits if they didn't want to do something to me, could they do something to the two ladies sitting on the white chair, and the two ladies got a big massive thump on the chair.
When we started, we got an awful lot of banging outside. There was a lot of activity in the room as well. And also the chair had been moved outside with us on it.
We were here early on, me and Shalene, we were doing the Frank's Box session, and it's the first time ever that I felt that I was being physically touched on the head. I've never felt that before, and I have to say it was quite unsettling. And just after that as well, we got, it sounded like devil and death, and just when that happened, Jared came on the radio and said that his camera was ripped off his neck. So we've all had our own personal experiences here this evening, and goodness knows what we've captured on the equipment, but I have to say, and I have to agree with the caretaker, I'm sure most of us here this evening believe there's some type of haunting going on at Ducketts Grove.
Who's whispered?
No.
I heard a whisper.
I
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Did
whispering.
nobody whisper?
No.
I heard that.
That was a woman's.
We all heard that. Are
Yeah.
we all in agreement?
Deirdre,
We all
you
heard
did
that.
whisper, did you?
No.
Did it? Nobody whisper there?
No.
Okay. Hopefully we've caught that.
Who's whispered? The spirit that walks this building, can you please let us know you're
Did
here?
you hear that?
What
No.
was that?
Did you see the steel door at the bottom of the stairs? It was locked.
Uh-huh.
Bang.
It's not the banging again.
Yeah.
You hear that?
I did hear
You
that.
heard that?
Yes, I did.
Right?
That was the bang bang.
Bang bang.
Tell you, it's getting spooky out there. Let the spookiness begin.
Could you go close to one of the devices in the room? Or make a noise for us?
Got it. Got it going off.
Thank you very much.
That's brilliant. I'm calling out for you all to come forward this evening and to communicate with each individual within this room.
But much more.
Death, devil, death.
Okay, What's on?
Do you see that?
No.
Something just... Seriously. Have you got the camera on that? Look.
It-
Do you see that?
Yes. What the frick?
Gary.
Sure, it just came through in the Frank's box. It just came through in the Frank's box. Devil and death. Be careful.
Now if you look, it has ripped it off on both sides. It's been ripped completely
Sure.
off my neck. Can you see that? Here's the two straps. It's been ripped from my neck.
Hello?
Gary,
Go.
Gary, the camera's just been ripped off my neck.
What?
I felt the tug of that, right? And it was a yank.
Much
Did you not
more?
hear that much more?
I
As soon as you
didn't
turn on Davil,
Did
it
it?
went much
Much
more.
more?
It'll be on your camera.
Much more what?
Maybe a strap came loose or something.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
yeah.
One strap's going to come loose, but both
Both,
straps
no.
to come loose at the
At the
one
same time, yeah.
Right?
I
And the
can
camera
understand.
to fall to the ground.
I might
As
even-
long as we've been investigating, right? I don't
It's
think
never-
either of us have ever had anything
Physically
remotely
ripped off your
physically
neck.
ripped off you.
Come on, this is where are you? Please. We need to have a look at it.
Anne and Karen both heard a thud on
Felt it.
the chair. So they did. We heard the clanging. There was like a metal being hit off metal.
Okay. That's locked.
Oh yeah.
So who's locked it? That's been locked on the other side.
So you.
Celine?
I was like silly.
Did you? Oh,
No,
something just touched my head.
did it?
I swear to God, something has just physically touched my head. Shit. If that was you touching my head and the voice that said, Celine, what is your name? Okay, that's it. It's said the devil.
Again.
As clear as day.
The devil.
The devil.
There's a lot of activity on the stairs. Look, Easons, look.
Ah, come on!
Easons, look at this.
Come on!
Right, Gary, has that happened again? Has that happened the second time?
Yes! No, recording, recording.
Get it recorded.
Get that.
There's the latch across again.
You getting that?
Yeah.
That's
locked
why.
on the outside.
That's why we couldn't open that gate.
What happened?
That's just been literally ripped out of my pocket. That there is hooked into my pocket, and the earpiece out of my ear.
Oh God, I read enough.
I can see. It's coming.
What's coming? Her? Tell us in here, please.
Bridget?
Yes.
Bridget, yeah.
You hear that?
Yes.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Oh my goodness.
That is crazy.
Could you call out one of our names, please?
If I said Deirdre. If we don't leave, what is going to happen? Oh, child's voice, you hear that? The child that came through. What did you just say there?
Children.
Do you like Deirdre? Take it as a yes. I'm going to say goodbye. Can we hear you say goodbye back to us? Say goodbye.
Oh.